What's pie? I cannot sing for shit. Anyway, what's good with y'all? So what the fuck we finna do today? Oh, right. It's been a minute. Haven't really done any of these videos in a good ass minute. You know what I'm saying? Um, so today I'm gonna be previewing some new tracks for y'all today. And in the video, and probably, I won't say the video after this, but maybe the next 2 or 3 videos after this, I'm going to be doing something a little different for you guys today. And I hope you enjoy it. So in my YouTube Studio, they let you guys, a lot of you who are on YouTube or actively on YouTube, you know that we have YouTube Studio. Obviously, not going to really go into bother or even explain that. Y'all know how it works. In the studio itself, I have I presume at least 8 or 9 unreleased beats that I have not put out yet. Clearly, so I have done a few, and while I still have them saved on my computer, I will openly, speak about that or whatever have you. Blah 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 blah. And we're gonna get into that. Blah 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 blah. And I'm just gonna preview all of them. And without really saying too much. Well, not even it's no sense in even keeping it a secret for real for real. The first one that I'm working on is as many of you already know how much I love this artist, RIP. I got an XXXTentacion type beat called Not You. So we're gonna get into that while I roll me some and enjoy. Enjoy the vibes.
Key to love is also loving yourself. Now, love is a very complicated thing. Look at love like a game. Everything is a game. Look at love like a game. If, in order for your partner to respect you, you have to respect yourself within the same context.
All right, so obviously some of y'all already know that I do reverb and shit like that. So mm, can't really complain about that one too much, but I will say one thing. When I do, the standard lo-fi or reverb based beats, it comes to I won't say, in for me personally, my music is based off of a different form of mind. So me personally, it's never been based off my emotional state. You know what I'm saying? It's never been based off of, how most people would imagine I sound or think I sound like, in a sense. But at the same given token, it's like you get to that degree in as a human, not just as a person, but as a human, you understand that there's always a initiative cognitive thought. You know what I'm saying? There's always a different way of looking at something. Like, okay, you could hear something one time and it sounds like it does, but then when you think about it on a different level or a different state of mind, you realize that what the song really meant was beneath the surface. You know what I'm saying? Not just right there on the surface. So, that's just how I went with that one. So again, we got another one, got another XXX Tentacion beat, which is called "Always Watching." Now, "Always Watching," as the title is tentatively, as it is tentatively titled, as a father myself, I see, I see personally what it's like to be there for your child. You know, be there to see them cry, feed them, carry them, and play with them, and all that stuff. And me personally, because a lot of I met Triple X. Okay, I met Triple X back in like a little bit after Question Market came out, and you know, like literally, I wish I could have had the opportunity because I swear to God, like I gave him my number, y'all, like because I was actually down there in Orlando with the family, and I bumped into him coming. I bumped into him while he was, with some of the guys from Members Only. So we spoke for a few minutes or whatever, and I was like, all right, here, you know what I'm saying, here, take my shit down, blah blah blah. I can't remember if he gave me his number or not, but I swear to God, I felt like he did, but I could just be tripping. But bottom line of it is that as somebody who has been around people who have lost their parents, and growing up without a father myself, this was kind of a Gekyuum tribute, low key. So enough of that. Let's just listen to the shit. Turn the fucking fan on or something. So as you saw, it's that one was a little more of the traditional Triple X version of music. Like it's literally nothing short of like a minute and some change. So, like I said, did that, and I felt like it came out pretty well. But at the same time, I was like, but I like it. I think I like it. Now this next one is one of my personal favorites, and I love Sam Cooke. I'm not gonna cap. I love Sam Cooke. I'm not gonna cap. So when I did this song, when I did this beat called "Dance on the Dance Floor," it was traditionally more. I wanted to give a kind of doo wop kind of thing because my grandfather, when I was growing up, always used to play Sam Cooke, and at that point, that's when I got like really lit and really hip to like the older version of music, like Nat King Cole and stuff like that. So when I started listening to Sam Cooke, I realized like his transition between soul music and like the genuine issues that overall plagued that generation of African Americans, it always felt like he knew. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people say the same shit about like people like Lil Peep, Juice, and Triple X. They try to be like, oh, they knew that something was going to happen, or whether it be happen to them or happen to the world kind of thing. And I feel like if Sam Cooke had lived to this time period, I feel like the time period would have shifted for him, and I feel like he would have made a wave that a lot of musicians in the current time would have been following behind, which is exactly what has happened so far. You know, you have who is considered the founder of soul music, and then you have people like Stevie Wonder, you know, Nat King Cole, Michael Jackson, you know, people like that that kind of followed suit behind his way of music. So, you know, that kind of thing. But let's listen to it.
X-rated on the beat.
So, like I said, I wasn't gonna play the whole beat. I was just gonna play the previews of it, obviously. But as like I said, as you guys can see, like that's I was kind of going for the smooth jazz soul version of his music, and it just felt right, you know. So anyway, on to the next one. This next one a is a PNB rock slash Broadway beat, which honestly, this one kind of came out of nowhere for me, even for me personally. Like when I heard, you know, when I heard PNB Rock dissing niggas that real life make depressing music, it kind of pissed me off because I was like, bruh, you're a part of the generation that made sad music. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, Rod Wave makes sad music too, but then, like I said, contradicting himself, PNB Rock would actually sit there and say like he be talking about, oh, I don't fuck with niggas that make depressed music and shit. But mind you, this is the same motherfucker that was just in 2018, you know, and has done many songs with this young man. Just was on Changes with Triple X. So and then has done many songs with him, as well as the most recent collaboration between the two of them, which was Middle Child. So me personally, like I was like, you know what, man, hold up. And then I thought about it, I was like, hearing them two on the same track together would be kind of nice. You know what I'm saying? Like it, I felt like the both of them have like they both have a quote unquote pun intended on this one, a trap star way of looking at their music. You know what I'm saying? Like when you think Rod Wave, you think Hard on Ice, you think well, yeah, kind of. In this case, Hard on Ice, Dark Clouds, the Hard on Ice remix with Lil Durk, just overall, you know, that kind of thing. So this one is called Been Through It.
X-rated on the
And as I said, they make depressing music, so it's not like it's a vibe, low key. So even with that, overall, like I felt like that one in particular, that one meant something because I felt like that gave the vibe of like because what I was gunning for, I was trying to get that Heart on Ice meets Changes vibes, and that's kind of like when you hear the vocals, you be hear that you hear how somber it sounds. So like even when like you be saying like even when rappers be like, oh niggas is making depressing music or whatever fuck what the fuck ever, but you realize like even when you're making depressed music or whatever have you, it's literally not you speaking about the pain everyone else is going through, but you're sympathizing with people by mentioning how their situation is similar to what you went through and how you got through it. So it's not like depressing music, it's literally comparison. You know what I'm saying? It's a way to venture out and realize like, okay, this person's life is not as bad, but it has been as bad as mine is, and that's what makes it popular. You know what I'm saying? So next one we got, I think I got one, two, three, four. Okay, I got four more. So we about to get into it. This next one, as like I said before, I've made me beats all the time. So this one is a me and Juice World beat called 999/666. Now, before anybody tries to fucking tell me that, oh, there you go again with that demonic shit, blah 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 blah. Okay, not even gonna sit here and listen to your bullshit, but I'm gonna sit here and tell you this: 999 is the positive, 666 is a negative. You know what I'm saying? Me, I know how to speak on negative shit, and I know how to ride the wave on that one. Juice World could do that. So me personally, I felt like the way that him and I would collaborated on this song in particular, it would have done something on a different level. Me personally, and I'm not gassing myself up. I'm just saying like me and him could have vibed off that concept. You know what I mean? But anyway, get to it.
X rated on the beat.
And yes, it is a reverb.
X rated on the beat.
You see what I'm saying? So, like I said, now got a couple more. Getting close to the end here, people. Y'all keep that watching shit. Next one, I got a Little Skies beat. Now I haven't made a Little Skies beat in a good minute. The last time I made a good Little Skies beat was when I collaborated with Silence on it, and that shit was fire. Again, by the way, shout out to everybody that loved the Keys and Beats album. I'm sure if my buddy was here to see them views, I know it would have probably brought a tear to his sensitive little ass. But anyway, this one is a Little Skies beat, which I would consider as a dedication to his mother Shelby, because when I listened to the album Shelby again, it definitely showed his growth as an artist. And then most recently, even during coronavirus, you can see how Lil Skies really ventured out of the whole emo rap situation, as a lot of artists have over the course of the years. Such in this case would have been Lil Uzi Vert, even though he did bring back his 2016 version of himself, which nothing wrong with that. Not a thing. Not a thing wrong with that. So this is Lil Skies Shelby.
X rated on the beat.
You see, like I said, I wanted to venture out with that one, and I feel like that one came out pretty good. And now we got the second before last one. Now this is one of my favorite this artist is one of my favorite female rappers of this generation, and I fuck with her heavy. Like, and on top of that, she DMV, bitch. It's DMV shit for life. Simple. You know, this ain't no Virginia shit. This ain't no DC shit. Ain't no Maryland shit, nigga. This DMV shit for life. Simple. Shout out my girl Rico Nasty, mo. And this is kind of that thrasher punk kind of thing, because that's what she's known for. And I love how, like, her most recent joint, that shit was fire. Like when she did the "Don't Like Me" with Gucci Mane and them, man, that shit was hard. Like, I can't lie, these bitches don't like. Don't D bitches, don't D bitches, don't D bitches, don't like me. Hey, that shit was hard. But this is Get 'em Rico. You see that? That shit hard, man. Like, I was already listening to Rico Nasty before she got big or whatever. Like that Taco Bella shit, man. Look, I know it's a lot of female rappers, and I co-sign that shit. Like, so when I really started to realize, put that shit out there, you know, when I did the Asian doll joint, the little dirty dick nigga joint, man. Look, like on everything. I swear to God, like my homegirl, she loved Rico and Asian doll. You feel me? So when I was talking to her about, you know, what the fuck was it? Doing a song for that joint. She was telling me, she was like, "Oh, bitch, you know how they just like her and Vaughn separated." R.P. Vaughn, by the way. And I was like, "What happened?" Type shit. And she told me, "Oh, he cheated, blah blah blah. Then went on Instagram live with a prostitute, blah blah blah." So I was like, "Oh, that shit foul." So at first, like I said, me personally, I got a sister. You know what I'm saying? I got sisters and brothers. So I'm just like, nah, I can't fuck with that. So I titled the beat "Dirty Dick Nigga." And I put Sukihana on it as a feature, because I'm like, you know what, them two together would have been some nasty shit. Like that, I feel like personally that song, a Sukihana and Asian Doll song, would have been on comparison with Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B. That's how nasty I feel like that shit would be. And speaking of Vaughn himself, R.I.P. again. Last but of course not least, we got a King Von type beat called "Dreams from the Trenches." Now I don't speak on gang shit no more. You know what I'm saying? I don't talk about that shit because that shit don't got nothing to do with me. You get to that point in life where you know when you gang bang, your life is at risk. You know what I'm saying? And I give credit to Vaughn and them, because that man real life was a real nigga. And it's not just off the fact that he famous. Oh, I'm clout chasing. I'm no, it's none of that. It's the simple fact that me personally, I'm just like that, and I don't even have friends. You know what I'm saying? I don't have friends around me that'll watch my back if I do some shit, right? So me personally, when I look back on Vaughn's passing, it fucked me up bad. Not just because he got killed, and that was actually one of the artists I was getting used to hearing, kind of thing. He died on my birthday. So mind you, you wake up one day and your favorite artist is dead on your birthday. Now, that shit, it hit different. You know what I'm saying? And just the way he died, in all honesty, I wouldn't want to go out any other way. Because even niggas from both your gang and the niggas around you, sit there and say you were such a good dude, this, that, and the third. And it's not like, oh, they show you love when you dead and all that other shit. But I mean, clearly that was the case, considering all three of his albums went above and beyond in the Billboard after his passing. But it's like when you get down to the nit and grit of it, whether you a street nigga or you not, the loyalty between you and your friends is what's gonna keep you alive. And I'll say this to any man: you will you will never you will never know how to control a situation when it comes to somebody dying. And that's just real shit. God came looking for Vaughn. He got him. And he took him to a better place. No coronavirus, none of that shit. He got to see all his friends back where back in a place where it don't matter how you feel or who look at you. You get to be somewhere where